All right, folks, forefront enthusiasts out there, welcome back to another episode of Shaping Skiing. We are here today with the one and only Eric Hjorleifson up here in his home country of Canada, so it's only right that I crack an old style Pilsner. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, eh?
Cheers. We're going to be watching the segment from the 2010 Matchstick movie, The Way I See It. And this was the first year of the Renegade.
Yep. This was the beginning of all the good times.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it here and start watching this. So where was this all of this filmed?
Yeah, so we started at Meadow Lodge. It was our first time, Golden Alpine Holidays, and got into some serious pillow lines. Probably some of the best technical terrain, close proximity to an alpine accommodation in Canada or even North America or potentially the world. But
yeah,
this segment in particular is kind of cool because a lot of this stuff was the first time of skiing any of that terrain for us.
Really? You had never skied?
You had never been there?
Oh.
Yeah, never been there.
Oh,
so
wow.
This was kind of opening the chapter, opening the door into the Meadow terrain, which was featured, is still to this day if film crews can get in, because now it's pretty popular. But
yeah. What time of year was this? The snow looks like a pretty fat year now.
Yeah. I mean, it used to snow a lot. But we would always go. We had for many years, like the first couple weeks of January, like pretty much right after New Year's. So, but yeah, typically at that time of year, there's, 2 meter plus snowpack. But this was really, like the beginning of, this is why, I wanted touring equipment that I could also freeride ski in, and so the Renegade coming out, plus getting on tech bindings and Dynafit Titan boots with walk mode.
This is the first time you were skiing all this kind of terrain on tech bindings?
Yeah, this was really the beginning of pushing the limits and proving that these tiny bindings could work for aggressive skiing, especially in good snow conditions.
Did you have apprehension skiing a lot of this bigger terrain on those kind of bindings? I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, there was so many things going on, like new skis that we had built ourselves, fully rockered, combined with these minimalistic bindings. So it was pretty incredible for me anyway. And it started off slowly and just kept working. And like I would have had a backup setup with alpine bindings and alpine trekkers.
Yeah.
But even the little things like the boots, like the walk mechanism failing or something, like there's. I was a bit of a wild man.
Yeah.
But yeah, having the Renegade and just having this ski that was basically designed for this kind of skiing and terrain and snow conditions, it just opened up the possibilities of what I could do on skis. So
yeah, how much time did you spend up at Meadow at Golden Alpine Holidays shooting for that?
I believe that was 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you guys had a lot of time to kind of get shots and get used to the equipment that you were using as well.
Yeah, and we were, before that, we were at Century Lodge the previous years, and like on alpine trekkers and real alpine 9/16 Solomon bindings, alpine boots, everything. And those first couple years, also just getting used to like really skiing these technical steep pillow lines. But even with the limited equipment and experience, it was clear that like getting into these environments and being able to ski tour was a very like efficient way to gain that kind of footage much better than sledding around and even helicopter skiing for filming. Like
You just get so many more laps in.
yeah, and you put yourself in, like, what I loved about, I think the appeal to me was like you put the time in, you're right in the perfect area. You just get such a good feeling for the snowpack, what's going on, the coverage, and then you're studying the terrain. Like on the walk up, you get so many vantage points, and you'd really like it gave you the opportunity to really understand what you could do. Like for instance, if you're heli skiing and trying to do these techie little pillow lines, like you're back up at the top in a matter of minutes, and you're kind of flying around. You don't have a kind of stable angle to study everything. And even back then, like that was probably didn't even have a smartphone yet.
Yeah.
So we had like little point and shoot digicams and like very limited ability to get good quality images to study.
And even so, when you're heli skiing, you're not able to stand next to the line at any point when you're doing that. So.
No, yeah, so that was good. And now we're going to Braylorn, the little tool shed there, Blake Jorgensen's.
This is the beginning of the tinkering
era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then so by the spring, this is probably in March, April. The equipment was evolved. Now we're in helicopters and using snowmobiles, and I had to do a lot of work to those boots to get them the stability, the support.
Where is Braylorn?
It's just north of Pemberton Whistler area.
So this entire segment was all shot in Canada then?
Yeah, and we used to go up there and live in this tiny little ghost town with the Renegade heli and just go to town. But these were some pretty aggressive lines. I'd be scared now.
This was your third or fourth year filming with MSP at this point, or even more than that? This is 2010.
I guess about year 6.
Yeah, year 6.
And like we have been going to Braylorn, sledding around and eventually like getting helicopter contracts and getting a helicopter base right out of the town. So that kind of became like there's several years where that was like kind of a MSP hotspot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this kind of Braylorn was special because it was this kind of donut of area in between like 10 years of heli skiing and cat skiing and ski touring 10 years. So like there's this and provincial parks and stuff, so we could do kind of whatever we want. It was a bit of a Wild West, this old mining town. No one there, no law enforcement. We just
allowed you
crazy.
To straight line 1,000 meter.
But that was the Renegade. Like
that was insane.
The ski offered so much. It didn't have a speed limit, especially in decent snow, and you could slow your speed at any point.
What length Renegade were you
riding?
I
was always on the 80s. Back then it was an 86.
86, okay.
And we made the 96 for Matt, the big boy.
The 96, man. Imagine how fast you could have gone on those.
Yeah, but I didn't need it. I mean, it was perfect for what I wanted to do.
And the head cam setup you have too on this is pretty.
The double helmet cam. The beginning of GoPros underneath the visor. Mm-hmm. Full face Smith full face Troy Lee helmet, and then a custom made mount to get the GoPro right under the visor so you wouldn't see it. And then we had the Sony high quality POV cam for matchsticks use. Mounted to the top of the helmet, so it's a pretty heavy duty setup on your neck.
It's a literal heavy duty setup.
Yeah, but we got to have a lot of fun there and opened up some of the one shot that just went by. That's like a very famous iconic zone that like petted. Everyone's gotten very good shots there.
Yeah, but
I believe this was kind of could have been the first time if I recall correctly, that we got there. But great.
The snow looks all time.
I mean, this was the magic of Braylorn as well. It's like the Chilcotin area in the last range on the edge of the Coast Range. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this was the mini Matterhorn catcher's mitt. And when I got out here, and we had a Cineflex, a second helicopter, and then this giant eagle flew over. I didn't even know.
Wow, that thing is huge.
Yeah, giant golden eagle.
No way.
Yeah, but this line, I talked about this for years, and at the end of it, you see Heimer, and he's like, "Finally, it's been skied." Because
this is the first descent.
I believe so. I mean, someone might have. I doubt anyone was up there because it would be very difficult without a helicopter. And back then, we were the ones with the helicopters.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Sick.
Yeah.
Did you know that at the time, or was that an after the fact kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it never really mattered to me so much.
Yeah.
See.
Finally. Wow.
It's been skied. Yeah.
That's so rad. Do you feel like with your skiing at that point, you feel like with the Renegade and everything, you would feel like you were kind of, in hindsight, kind of at the top of your game? Or do you feel like you were still just kind of, there's so much learning to be had in the mountains, you feel like you were just at a point where your comfortability had gotten to the point where you could ski almost anything you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, this was the beginning of like that era of experience and confidence and everything, all the human factors kind of lining up where I could trust, I had enough experience of making good decisions, so I got confidence in my ability to study terrain, understand snowpack, and choose lines and execute them, ski them cleanly, and kind of, you can always make a plan, visualize yourself skiing it, and then you ski it, and then you have the footage and you say, did I do a good job? And at that point, that's when it all really was coming together. The equipment, the skis, ski touring ability, and
the health aspect.
The health, yeah, young guy, strong.
Yeah.
And yeah, the next several years were just excellent for that. But this was really where I think I would say that's the year where I really felt like I was I'd made it as a professional freeride skier, and I'd found like the direction, the path that I wanted to pursue, and in my skiing, in the filming, in the equipment development, all the aspects of being a professional skier were coming together. So
well,
also that year was a huge year. It was like the tech bindings, the Renegades, Arc'teryx, a new outerwear, and yeah, everything. It was a great time.
Perfect storm of everything. Have a killer year. Well, on behalf of everyone who grew up watching you, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sweet.